Welcome to the Once Human Weekly News. Before our big news today, let's get our weather from our new weatherman, Greg the Rain Man. Greg, what's the weather going to be like?
It's gonna rain.
Alright, well, Greg seems to be going to make his prediction a reality, so let's move on to the big news. This week there was a developer live stream called Devs Spill the Tea. What I've done here today is for the news, we have taken clips of some of the more important things, and then we're just going to talk about some of the still important but less important things. So starting off here is a real quick clip from Derek being honest about reading his notes.
I gotta confess to you guys, so if you caught me, reading my notes, that's because I totally am. It's not just a regular notes. That notes is made from hundreds of players' questions and the accurate answers from our dev people. And I want to do it right. I want to do it right just for you because I want to express myself in the most professional way. So if you caught me reading notes, I beg your mercy for this. And
so essentially what they did is they've been gathering feedback and questions from the community, and during this live stream they were going to essentially answer these catered questions while picking up the odd thing from the actual chat. Most people thought that they were going to be taking questions from the actual chat the whole time, and that's just not how they're going to do it whenever there's a bit of a language barrier. This is generally just how it works whenever it's a company that is not the same language, and they have to get things approved, so they can't usually answer questions absolutely live unless it's something easy, because they don't want to give the wrong answer. The reason that they try to cater these things is because whenever it's something that they don't fully cater, sometimes they have a video clip like this that happens.
Is there a possibility for creating a scenario which includes all of the maps from all scenarios?
Oh, that's gonna be the new scenario, which is going to happen in July. So that one will include all the maps.
Look at that, we got more info about it out of them.
Based on what Starrun then later posted as a, this is actually what's happening. So we're back to what we said in the previous video, where it's not a scenario with all of the maps. It is a scenario that has a unique scenario for each map. So there's essentially going to be two scenarios, one for Way of Winter and one for the Nalcott region, each with their own individual storyline. So you're probably going to end up wanting to play both of them. Next up, I found a comment from Aqua, who is one of the community managers, and chat was basically just going off the whole time about if the gold and silver ore spawn rates are going to be fixed. And this comment here, they've realized it's an issue and it's going to be fixed soon. So for all I know, by the time this video even comes out, it might already be fixed. Now this next segment is all about the Fool. So that's the tree guy that keeps killing everybody, and everybody's having problems with it. So
would exceed 5 meters and just jump on you when you are nowhere near them. And it was really frustrating to a lot of players. So is that being fixed soon? Is that something that has already been fixed? Where are we at with that?
Previously there were some bugs with Fool, which we have now fixed. We fixed this issue where in certain situations, Fool could not be defeated by bullets and tactical items that are meant to counter it. So using bullets and tactical items that counter deviants or bring Fool close to Veil of Tranquility or Star Race Aura in the environment will allow it to be properly attacked by metas. When you enter the pollution zone, the events of summoning Fool and being attacked by it will not trigger until the loading is complete. And additionally, Fool will no longer target metas with sanity value greater than 50%. Areas with contamination below 100% will not generate Fool.
And they recommend using teas with coneflower. That way, you can get your sanity back, so you never really have to deal with these guys anyway. Next up here, I just want to play the clip, but essentially it is a release timeline of things coming up.
I mean, can you give us more than that? Can you tell me when? Can you tell me what?
Yeah. So as you know that in April we're gonna have a mobile launch, and then in May we're gonna have a Visional Wheel Season 1 launch. And then in June we're gonna have the Way of Winter scenario optimization, and then in July, that's our first anniversary. So we're gonna prepare something new, a new scenario.
And then we have one of my favorite little clips here. It is about the Nightmare difficulty.
Yes, we're planning to add new difficulties for other scenarios, but no specific release date yet. And we do not plan to modify the Nightmare difficulty as high. Survival difficulty is designed to meet the needs of the hardcore players. Setting different difficulty tiers helps to meet the demand of various players.
So as somebody that really enjoys difficulty in my PvE, I'm glad that they're going with this route where they're making this specifically for players like me, the people that really want the difficulty.
Will nightmare difficulty for the silos ever be possible in our PvP scenarios?
Yes, and it'll be available on the May 8th in Evolution's Call and the Prismverse Clash scenarios.
But why? Why do we have to wait a whole month for? It's just a difficulty function. Like, why is this happening to the PvP players? Why do they hate us? And the last couple of things here that I have just in my quick notes, the old Lightforge loot crates are returning in the first half of this year, and they said to stay tuned on that, so we'll be able to get some of the old stuff back. Then they also touched on the Deviation Fusion. It's been brought up again. It is a future system. There's no info at this time other than it is in development and it will be coming later in the year. Interestingly, they also said that they are looking at doing collaboration events. There's plan to start doing these after the mobile launch. That way all players can enjoy it. And since the publisher is NetEase, they currently have access to like Marvel Rivals. So could we get outfits from Marvel characters? I'm not saying that's what's happening, but that'd be pretty cool. The last thing I want to talk about with the live stream is there was also a lot of people in the chat saying that they hadn't received their compensation Starchrom for the character sharing. They have missing items or missing blueprints, a lot of different things like that. And they just they wanted to reiterate, make sure you're submitting a bug report. They are aware of the issue and they're working on fixing these and all the people affected by this. So just make sure you submit a bug report if you're one of the people being affected. So this week there is also a furniture pack that has come out. So here we have the artistic doors and windows collection. I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was really weird that they were all hanging like this. I thought it was gonna be like some big furniture thing that you could put in your territory that had all this. But then once it came out, you can see that it's actually just it's a door and windows pack. So we have the modern Blackwood. So here's your single door, then you have your multi-door, your window frame, and your skylight. Then you have a classic lattice. There's your single frame, double door, the window, and the skylight. And for the third option, we have the elegant blue. There's the single door, your double door, the window, and your skylight. So for 980 Christian, if this is something you're interested in, then definitely worth having a look. That's just about it when it comes to your Once Human Weekly News. If there's anything that I missed, make sure you put it down in the comments below and let everybody know. If this video helped you, there's going to be another one on the left, and for my full playlist, there's going to be one on the right. What? This just in, Local Maniac is building a Mr. Wish rocket factory?